what is happening, people in the fitness industry, when it comes to full body routines, a lot of people are going to tell you, especially the more advanced lifters, they don't do full body routines because they're too taxing on their central nervous system, which can be the case, yes. I've experienced it myself, where a full body routine has been very taxing on my central nervous system, but there are ways you can manipulate your routine in order to make it less taxing on your central nervous system, so you're still maximizing on your protein synthesis levels by doing a full body routine. Today I'm going to go through 5 ways you can make a full body routine less taxing on your central nervous system. I'm going to go through five ways in which has worked very well for me and can work well for you as well. So number 1, you start doing more unilateral exercises and dumbbell exercises. Obviously, as you get stronger and you're pushing or pulling more weight, you're putting more stress on your central nervous system and your neural recovery. So that is why when people get more advanced, they find full body routines more taxing. But if you're doing more unilateral exercises, you're not using as much weight as resistance, so you're not straining your central nervous system so much, and so because of this you won't feel so blown out after your first exercise, and so you can still go through your main compound lifts and not feel so blown out. I'm not saying you have to do this for every single exercise, but maybe manipulate some exercises, so like instead of squats you can still make great progress just by doing barbell lunges. If bench presses become very taxing, do some dumbbell bench press. You can still make great progress even if the weight you're actually putting on yourself is lighter. And number 2, incorporate some bodyweight exercises. The benefit of bodyweight exercises is that you can do so many compound lifts without feeling so taxed and fried out, because it puts less strain on your central nervous system. For example, if barbell rows are becoming very taxing, do some pull-ups. If overhead press is draining you out, why not try some elevated push-ups and work your way to handstand push-ups? Just like, yeah, mix it up. A bit of variety can make your workouts more enjoyable, especially if you manipulate some of your exercises so that you feel less drained. Because seriously, if you keep on working out and you're feeling drained every single workout, not only is this going to make your workout suck, but this is actually going to correlate to every other aspect of your life, because you'll feel so drained throughout that day. Bodyweight exercises can help if you still pack on that mass, that muscle mass, by doing compound lifts without feeling so fried out. Number 3, don't go all out. Like, as in, what I mean by this is, like, for example, like reverse pyramid training has worked for many people, but for me personally, on a full body routine, reverse pyramid training can be taxing as it is just on one compound lift. But if you do that for another 3 to 4 main compound lifts in one day, from personal experience, you're not going to feel very well at the end of your workouts. Take it easy. Maybe instead of going balls to the walls every exercise, maybe leave 1 rep left in the tank for another exercise so you don't feel so blown out. But of course you still want to push yourself, because you know, as the saying goes, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So maybe, yeah, instead of going balls to the walls, you may want to do performance failure, which I've said enough. I'll probably put it like here somewhere because I've said it so many times, but this is a great way, which has worked for me, in which you can work at an intensity that is hard enough for your body and your capability without it being so draining and like taking so much energy out of you. And also, if you don't go to failure so much, like in reverse pyramid training, your form is less likely going to suffer. And of course, if the more your form suffers, the more likely you're going to get injured. Number 4, now I'm personally not a big lover of this, but it can work well. Maybe start incorporating some machine work. Now, I do not advise doing machine work for your heavy compound lifts, because that's not really going to work. So stick to your heavy compound lifts with the free weights, but then maybe as you feel quite like blown out and fried out, it is still possible to feel even more fried out when working more in the hypertrophy rep range, the more 8 to 12. So instead of doing barbell squats in 8 to 12 rep range, maybe do some leg press on the leg press machine. That's going to be way less taxing on the central nervous system, and you can still make progress from it. Yeah, like I said, only really do machine work to help isolate some muscles, and only really when your aim is to build muscle, because it's machines aren't really designed for you to go super heavy on them. Now, number 5, make your workouts as efficient as possible. So the problem a lot of people get is they think the longer they work out, the better, so they can make more gains, but that's not the case. It's actually about progressive overload and the amount of stimulus you're giving to your muscles in order for them to grow whilst they're recovering, right? But as well as this, don't feel you have to do so many exercises. So typical example, what I used to do, I would do for chest, I would do 2 exercises and 2 sets each. But then when I changed to just 1 exercise but 4 sets, giving that more focus not only allowed me to progress more in that movement, but because I was going to failure less than I was before, still obviously pushing myself, it was less taxing on my central nervous system. So keep it efficient, do less exercises. More doesn't mean better. If you do less exercises and give it more focus, you'll progress more in those exercises as it is. And by doing less exercises, you can still push yourself to your limits and not feel so drained and blown out. But yeah, those are the 5 tips. That has worked well for me. I'm sure that will work well for you, because they will make it less taxing on your central nervous system. I haven't actually seen a video based on this topic, and I think it's very important, because when people do full body routines and it starts becoming taxing, they think, oh, beginner gains are over, I have to now work to a split, where it's not. You don't necessarily have to do that. If you want to do that, then do that. But personally, for me, based on my goals and such, full body workouts help me the best, such, and so I want to be doing full body routines as much as I can, because I enjoy it the most. And there are ways you can make full body routines still intense, but not so draining on your central nervous system. It's perfectly possible, trust me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video if you haven't already, subscribe if you are new, stay tuned for future content, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.